First, the top news headlines. BJP leader gunned down at Thobal Khetri Meghalaya in Thobal district. Sources say one suspect arrested by police. Government making efforts to promote ecotourism as well as to promote state flower Siroi Lily, says Chief Minister Nongthaman Biren. House completely destroyed in major fire at Kesampot in Imphal West District. Property worth lakhs of rupees destroyed. A very good evening. You are watching IS English News. Before we begin, IS News would like to remind our viewers to practice physical distancing, hand hygiene, wear masks, protect yourself and get vaccinated to ward off COVID-19. This is SURAJ Khongban Tabam giving you the news. Now the news in detail. A BJP leader was shot dead by unknown gunmen in Thobal district today. The deceased, Laishram Rameshwar, aged 51 years of Thobal Khetri Meghalaya, was stated to be the convener of ex-servicemen cell BJP Manipur Pradesh. A source informed IS News that the fatal shooting occurred around 11 this morning. The gunman reportedly shot him in the milieu at his residence. He was critically injured in the attack and immediately rushed to Ras Medicity Hospital in Imphal, where he succumbed to his injuries. According to police sources, a suspect in the shooting has been arrested and an XUV vehicle suspected to be used in the crime has also been seized by police. Roughly a month before the Manipur Assembly elections in February, two BJP associates were shot dead on January 9th in the Imphal West District. Abuzam John, aged 58 years, and Abuzam Tomba, aged 37 years, associates of former Agriculture Minister Oinam Lukhoi Singh, were killed by unidentified persons. During second phase of Manipur Assembly polls on March 5, 2022, a Congress worker allegedly gunned down a BJP supporter, L. Amuba Singh, aged 25, had succumbed to bullet injuries at a hospital in Imphal. Chief Minister Nongthaman Biren chaired the first meeting of the Organizing Committee of Siroi Lily Festival 2023 today. The meeting was held at the Cabinet Hall in CM Secretariat in Imphal. During the meet, Chief Minister N. Biren said that the state government is making efforts to promote ecotourism as well as to promote Siroi Lily, the state flower. The Chief Minister, along with the committee, also deliberated on matters concerning the promotions of the state flower and other agendas to boost ecotourism in the state. The annual 5-day Siroi Lily Festival, a state festival, is celebrated in Ukhrul district to spread awareness about the endangered state flower Siroi Lily as well as to promote Ukhrul district as a potential tourist destination in Manipur. The festival is celebrated during the peak blooming season of Siroi Lily or Lilium maclenae, found only in the upper ranges of Siroi Hills in Ukhrul district. The Manipur government in 2017 declared that Siroi Lily Festival would be celebrated at the state level. The festival came into being as a celebration for developing sustainable and responsible tourism in the state and promoting the exotic state flower by bringing in all the different communities together under one roof. Shirok, the musical extravaganza of live music performances and competition, is also one of the biggest highlights of the festival that attracts a large number of people from different corners of the state. Wide range of other programs such as live music performances, folk songs, traditional dance, indigenous games and competitions, art and craft exhibitions, ethnic food and handicraft stores are also open during the festival. Deputy Director of Lal Bahadur Shastri National Academy of Administration LBSNAA, Mussoorie today called on Chief Minister N. Biren at the CM Secretariat in Imphal. The duo deliberated on ensuring first-hand experience to trainees about the hill areas of the Northeast, encouraging village visits and interactions with self-help groups from the Northeast areas. They also discussed providing training to civil service aspirants in light of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's Sabka Saath Sabka Vikas campaign symbolizing inclusivity in the country, official sources inform. A rented house was completely destroyed in a major fire that broke out at Kaisampat in Imphal West District today. Sources said that the fire mishap occurred at Kaisampat Thukchomlaikai under Imphal Police Station just after noon. The house was occupied by one Samom Ibocha, son of late Thambalngau. Ibocha is stated to be an e-rickshaw driver. The rented house was owned by one Sizagurumayum Tamphamani. According to sources, cooking gas cylinder leak was believed to be the cause of the blaze. Ibocha's son was reportedly cooking in the kitchen. He left the kitchen without turning off the gas for buying some groceries when the blaze happened, sources said. However, no untoward incidents were reported. A team of Manipur Fire Service immediately rushed to the site and struggled to douse the devastating fire. However, the fire engulfed the wooden house. Property worth lakhs of rupees was destroyed in the fire. A team of Imphal West Commando has arrested one active cadre and one active overground worker of the proscribed RPF PLA. The arrested have been identified as 33-year-old Tarangbam Sanjit alias Nongdren, son of Tarangbam Thambau of Kwakathil Laisram Laikai, Imphal, and 32-year-old Lendi Potsangbam alias Luching Nganba Meitei, son of Potsangbam Arun Kumar, also from Kwakathil Thokchom Laikai. They were arrested from the house of one Thambau of Kwakathil Laisram Laikai between 12:30 p.m. and 12:40 p.m. yesterday, as per a police report. Upon interrogation, Sanjit Singh disclosed that he joined the RPF PL outfit in the year 2008 and is presently working under the command of self-styled Commander Finance Goods Tax Puthiba of the outfit. It was also found out that he, along with Lendi, served monetary demand letters and extorted huge amount of money from private institutions, businessmen and general public in and around Imphal area for party fund. While Lendi, during interrogation, disclosed that he started working for the outfit in October 2022. Police also seized 5 ATM cards, 2 mobile handsets, 1 debit card, 1 PAN card, 1 driving license and 2 laptops from their possession. Besides, a Tata Tiago car was also seized from them. The arrested along with the seized items have been handed over to OC Singzame Police Station for further necessary legal action. The Joint Administrative Council of AMTUC and MGO condoled the untimely demise of former President of the Council, Kang Muza Madhumangol, who passed away on January 20th. A condolence ceremony was held at the Council office at Babupara in Imphal today, wherein the members paid tributes to Madhumangol and observed a 1-minute silence as a mark of respect to the departed soul. They also shared the grief of the bereaved family members. The Trinamool Congress in Meghalaya has released its manifesto for the upcoming assembly elections in Meghalaya. The Meghalaya TMC released its election manifesto for the assembly polls today in presence of the party's National General Secretary Abhishek Banerjee. Meghalaya TMC also published 10 pledges for the upcoming assembly elections in Meghalaya at a function in Shillong. Speaking about the election manifesto, Meghalaya leader of opposition and senior TMC leader Mukul Sangma termed it nothing imaginative but completely realistic. He asserted that the pledges made by the party are based on the exhaustive due diligence of the issues concerning the people. He also added that the pledges will transform lives and ensure welfare of the hill state. The 10 pledges revealed by the Meghalaya TMC cover health infrastructure, which include upgradation of PHCs, CHCs, improve the state's economy and ensuring a poverty-free Meghalaya. The Meghalaya TMC pledges also include revoking the border MOU signed between Assam and Meghalaya to revamp the power sector to improve sectors like education, sports, tourism. The 2023 Meghalaya Legislative Assembly election is scheduled to be held in Meghalaya on February 27. Fears over the impact of the new Omicron subvariant BF.7 variant have risen in the country after several cases were detected in various countries. In view of the threat posed by the Omicron COVID-19 variant, the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare has advised people to wear a proper mask, maintain social distancing at public places and take both doses of COVID vaccines to ward off the virus. Meanwhile, COVID-19 cases in India are increasingly with a slight margin. India reported just 88 new COVID-19 cases in the last 24 hours. The new infections took the country's total cash load to over 4.46 crore, while active coronavirus cash load has dropped to 1,931. As per the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, the death toll stands at 5,30,737 with just 2 new deaths. Meanwhile, the number of people who have recuperated from the disease has gone up to 4,41,49,436 with 90 recoveries in the last 24 hours. The country's recovery rate stands at 98.81%. Over 220.30 crore vaccine doses have been administered so far under the nationwide vaccination drive. Top 3 states contributing maximum number of COVID-19 cases to India's tally are Maharashtra, Kerala and Karnataka. Meanwhile, in the Northeast India, Assam has the highest number of active cases, followed by Mizoram and Meghalaya. COVID-19 has infected over 67 crore and 36 lakh, while more than 67 lakh 48,000 have succumbed to the dreaded coronavirus and recoveries are above 64 crore and 55 lakh. Globally, United States of America has the highest COVID-19 cases, followed by India and France. Prime Minister Narendra Modi interacted with Pradhan Mantri Rashtriya Bal Puraskar MRBP awardees today. He met the young heroes at his 7 Lok Kalyan Marg residence this afternoon. Earlier, Union Minister of Women and Child Development Smriti Irani also met this year's Pradhan Mantri Rashtriya Bal Puraskar awarded children and their parents in New Delhi. The minister lauded the children who were honored with the Pradhan Mantri Rashtriya Bal Puraskar and said they represent a new way of social upliftment. President Draupadi Murmu conferred the awards on them at Vigyan Bhavan yesterday. She said the awards are a recognition of their contribution and dedication to the country. The awards have been conferred on 11 children for their exceptional achievement in 6 categories, which include art, culture, bravery, innovation, social service and sports. The awardees include 6 boys and 5 girls belonging to 11 states and union territories. Its awardee has received a medal, a cash prize of 1 lakh rupees and a certificate from the President. Well, it's time for a short commercial break. We'll be back with latest news and updates. Go Aviator Academy, a complete platform for aviation aspirants, inspired by experienced professionals. Come and join with us, a course designed for cabin crew and ground staff to help turn your dreams into reality. Welcome back. After the break, you're watching ICE English News. President of Egypt, Abdel Fattah el-Sisi, will arrive in New Delhi on a 3-day visit to India. He is scheduled to arrive today. President Sisi will be the chief guest on India's 74th Republic Day. He will be accompanied by a high-level delegation including 5 ministers and senior officials. President Sisi will be accorded a ceremonial welcome at Rashtrapati Bhavan tomorrow. President Draupadi Murmu will host a state banquet in honor of the visiting dignitary in the evening. The visiting dignitary will have a bilateral meeting and delegation-level talks with Prime Minister Narendra Modi on bilateral, regional and global issues of mutual interest. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar will call on President Sisi. The visiting dignitaries will also interact with the Indian business community at a business event during his visit. This is for the first time that the President of Egypt has been invited as chief guest on Republic Day. A military contingent from Egyptian army will also participate in the Republic Day parade. The Egyptian president previously visited India in October 2015 to participate in the 3rd India-Africa Forum Summit and in September 2016 on a state visit. India and Egypt are celebrating 75th years of establishment of diplomatic relations this year. Egypt has also been invited as a guest country during India's presidency of G20 in 2022-2023. Just 2 days after a gunman killed 11 people at a Los Angeles area dance studio, 7 more victims were shot at in an agricultural area near San Francisco as California suffered one of its bloodiest spats of mass gun violence in decades. Authorities said they had not identified the motive for either of the rampages, which seemed especially baffling in part because the suspects in each were men of retirement age, much older than is typical for perpetrators of deadly mass shootings that have become numbingly routine in the United States. California Governor Gavin Newsom said he was visiting wounded survivors from Saturday's night's massacre in the Los Angeles suburb of Monterey Park when he was informed of Monday's killings in Northern California. The latest spasm of gun carnage struck the coastal town of Half Moon Bay, about 30 miles south of San Francisco, where a gunman opened fire on groups of farm workers at 2 locations about a mile apart, leaving a total of 7 deaths and 1 badly wounded, then fled. The accused gunman, identified as Chun-Li Zhao, 67, was taken into custody a short time later after he was found sitting in his vehicle parked outside a sheriff's station, where authorities said they believe he had come to turn himself in. A semi-automatic handgun was also found in his car. In a separate Bay Area incident on Monday evening that drew far less attention, 1 person was killed and 7 wounded in a shooting between several individuals in Oakland, police reported, in circumstances suggesting a case of gang violence. Police gave few details but said the surviving victims had all gotten themselves to area hospitals. News of the massacre in Half Moon Bay surfaced as police worked through a second full day of their investigation into the shooting at the Star Ballroom Dance Studio in Monterey Park, just east of downtown Los Angeles, where a gunman shot 11 people to death and wounded 9 others. Let's now have the sports news. In sports today, Manipur, India have made it to the finals of the Plate division of the Ranjit Trophy, where they will meet Bihar. The match will start from January 25th. With this, the team has also earned a promotion to the Elite Division next season. The Manipuri team defeated Sikkim in the Plate semi-finals. With barely any infrastructure, the home games were played in Gujarat, and with a team full of homegrown players. It was only before the 2018-2019 season that 9 new teams, including Manipur and 5 others from the Northeast, gained full-time BCCI membership. It is worth mentioning that Manipur has a rich history and tradition in games and sports, and that even the state's current Chief Minister N. Biren is a former Border Security Force footballer. The Chief Minister hailed the Manipur team for their success and even termed it as a historic achievement. He said that the state has now started producing talented players who can reach national levels. The Indian duo of Sania Mirza and Rohan Bopana entered the mixed doubles semi-finals at the Australian Open in Melbourne today. They received a walkover in their quarterfinals. The Indian duo was to play against the Latvian and Spanish pair of Jelena Ostapenko and David Vega Hernandez, but entered the last four automatically after getting a walkover. Earlier, they had defeated the Uruguayan and Japanese pair of Ariel Beher and Makoto Ninomiya by 6-4, 7-6 to make it into the last 8. The Indian pair had earlier beaten Australians Jamie Forlis and Luke Seville in the first round. Sania is playing her last major as the 6-time Grand Slam champion and earlier this month announced that she will retire from professional tennis at Dubai Tennis Championship, a WTA 1000 event which begins on February 19. Before we wind up, let's have a quick look at the top news headlines once again. BJP leader gunned down at Thoubal Khetri Meghalaya in Thoubal district. Sources say one suspect arrested by police. Government making efforts to promote ecotourism as well as to promote state flower Siroi Lily, says Chief Minister Nongthom Mambiri. And house completely destroyed in major fire at Kesampat in Imphal West district. Property worth lakhs of rupees destroyed. Well, that's all for now. Keep watching ICE News and have a great evening.